put in work, never hurt. You go to school, go to work, go to church. You my baby, it's a blessing what you worth. Girl, let's talk of all the pain.
Welcome back to my channel. My name is Diamond Lachey, or welcome if you're new, sorry. My name is Diamond Lachey, and on this channel we talk about advice, lifestyle, self-help, girl talk, things you don't want to talk to your sister, mother, brother about, that type of stuff. So if you're interested in that, please don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and comment down below. Today's video is exciting. It's January 10th. I'm a little late for this, but it's fine. It's still the beginning of the new year. Today we are talking about New Year's goals, setting goals for the new year and actually sticking to them. I'm guilty of it, everybody's guilty of it, and it's 2021. We're not doing that anymore, sis. We are making goals and we're sticking to them. So I have 5 points to talk to you guys about, kind of like tips, advice on how to set goals and stick with them through the new year. So without further ado, look to the side. That's what, if I look to the side a lot, that's why. I just want to make sure I'm hitting the points that I wanted to talk to you guys about and that I don't forget anything. So number 1 is audit your life, or reflecting on the previous year. Guys, this is really, really important if you're going to set goals for the new year. Asking yourself questions like, what did I do this past year that helped me reach my goals? What were the high points of this year? What were the low points? What did I learn? And what did I accomplish? Asking yourself these questions are so important if you want to set good goals for the new year. Okay, so I'm telling you guys now. And if you guys want to like pause the video and do these with me, that's yes, A+ for you, because so many people watch these type of videos, even myself sometimes, and I'm like, oh, I'll come back to it later when I have a little more time. No, 2021 is the time of doing and learning and applying what we learned. Okay, all right, so that's tip number 1. Asking yourself, auditing your life, basically sitting down and reflecting on the last year or the past year. And another important thing to add to this is gratitude. 2020 was rough for everybody. It was a hard year, but there are still things to be grateful for. One of them is you open your eyes this morning. So yes, audit your life, and I'm gonna put gratitude lists on top. Tip number 2, and tip number 2 is to think about what you want in your life this upcoming year. So asking yourself the questions of, how can I apply what I learned this past year to this year? What do I not want to take with me in 2021? That's so important. It's tied into applying what you learned last year to this year, but it's important to sit down and talk with yourself and reflect on the past year. And then asking yourself, what kind of person do I want to be this upcoming year? Do I want to be the person that has a game plan, setting goals and working towards those goals? Or do I want to be the person that's a little, unsure, doesn't know exactly where they're going, and is making excuses? The choice is up to you. It's pretty simple once you think about it, but it starts with sitting down and asking yourself those important questions. What do you want to accomplish this year? What do you want this year, 2021, to look? Another important thing I want to add with tip number 2 is it's really important to think about also what you don't want to take with you in 2021. Those toxic behaviors of other people, toxic relationships, toxic tendencies on our part, because listen guys, we have to be accountable and honest with ourselves too. What toxic behaviors from yourself do you not want to take into 2021? We're all toxic to somebody. It's horrible, I know, but it's true. We are the villain in other people's stories, and we have, as much as we have to accept that, because sometimes we can't change that. Other times we can change it, and it starts with sitting down and reflecting. So that's really important as well, and it's going with this. Tip number 3 is writing down important dates. And I know you're probably thinking like, why is this important? But I'm gonna tell you, sis, don't worry. Or bro, whichever one you are. Don't worry. So writing down important dates, I mean like birthdays, anniversaries, whether it's your anniversary or your parents' anniversary. Trust me guys, it means a lot to them when you call them or the first to call them on their anniversary and like, happy anniversary guys, like I love you. Your marriage is an example of what I want my marriage to look like. And I know it's not the case for everybody, so just take what resonates with you as I'm going along, okay? So we want to write down birthdays, not just our birthday, aunts and uncles, close family members, best friends, even bosses can help you out at work. You're welcome. Yeah, so birthdays. And if you're in school, even writing down important test dates, important, I don't know, college application dates if you're applying to college, things like that. You want to write them down now so we can plan ahead. That's the theme for this year, guys. Plan ahead and applying what we learned in SHITTY 2020. And then another important aspect that goes with this is writing down dates you want to accomplish your goals by. I found this really helps. Sorry, my hair is like bothering me. I found this really helps for me because if I don't have like a concrete goal or dates for my goals, it's really easy for me to fall off track. And I know a lot of people do, like, you know, at the end, beginning of 2022 or the beginning of the next year, which is fine. But sometimes it's really helpful to just have like concrete dates, and then it's like you can make a little competition for yourself. So yeah, important dates. And I will provide an example of kind of like what I'm talking about in the next tip. So stay tuned for that. But before I go any further, stop what you're doing. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing? I'll give you a second to do that. Okay, now that you're a part of the fam, let's continue to tip number 4. Tip number 4, and that is to write down your 3 main large goals for this year, or whichever year you're watching this, 2022, 30, I don't know. Whichever year you're watching this, make sure you write down your 3 main goals. You can do more or less, whichever works for you. Take what resonates with you, like I said, but I find that 3 is a magic number, because if you set too many big ones, you might get discouraged and you might not want to follow through because you're not reaching your goals and the dates that you set. So I find that 3 is the best, and that's what I'm gonna say just for the purpose of this video, but do what works for you. Okay, so you're gonna write down 3 main goals. When you're writing down these goals, you have to be honest with yourself. You have to sit down and ask some of those questions that I talked about in the previous parts of this video. What do I want my year to look like? What do I want to accomplish? We want to make sure they're not too ambitious, because if they are, you're not reaching them, then you get discouraged, like I said. So make sure you're being honest with yourself. Make sure they're not too ambitious. Make sure they're not too easy either. The point of a new year is to grow and learn as a person. And if you're making goals that are way too easy, then you're kind of defeating the purpose, you know? Okay. So the purpose of these 3 main goals is to ask yourself, what goals can you set to level up your life? Like I said, we want to grow. We want to set ourselves up for success. We want to be working towards being successful, however that looks for you, every day, and especially every year. We don't want to have a whole year go by and we're in the same place that we were when the year started. So writing down 3 main goals that we want to work towards and accomplish at the end of a new year. At the end of a new year. Okay, moving on to the last tip. Tip number 5. But certainly not least, tip number 5. And for that, it is to write down micro goals to go along with your 3 main goals. And you're probably asking yourself, Diamond, what are micro goals? Micro goals, and this is my definition. I don't know if the definition on Google is the one I'm about to tell you, but for the purpose of the theme of this video, this is what micro goals are for me. They're smaller goals to help you work towards your bigger goals, and I'll give an example in a second, so just hang with me. So setting or writing down micro goals that goes with your main goals. Categorize them, and when you're doing this, you want to categorize them based on your 3 larger goals. So for example, if your larger goal is to lose 30 pounds by, what's a good date? I don't freaking know. December 30th of this like upcoming year. Okay, that's your big main goal, lose 30 pounds by a set date, right? So your micro goals would be things like limiting cheat meals to once every 2 weeks, or going to the gym 3 times a week. Those micro goals help you work towards your larger goal. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, just put a comment down in the down below and ask whatever question or whatever is confusing you, and I'll help you out. Okay, so guys, that's about it. I am so excited to have you guys come along this journey with me of setting goals, of working towards those goals and sticking to it, okay? We're not doing New Year's resolutions anymore. That's like so 2019. We're doing goals and we're sticking with our goals. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, night, morning, whatever time it is where you are. And I'll see you in my next video. Wait, before you actually go, I'm gonna give you one more chance to subscribe to my YouTube channel, okay? I would love for you to come along this journey with me. I'm so excited to be doing this, making YouTube videos and growing and creating a community of women and men who think alike, who are ambitious, who just want to get the dang thing done, okay? So please like, comment, subscribe. I'd love to have you join our community. And eventually I'll come up with a cute little name like the other YouTubers do for like what our community is going to be called. If you have any suggestions about that, please leave it down below. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Yeah.